keeping you connected to our community. 11 Connects.
And hey, thanks so much for watching 11 Connects. I'm your host, Tony Keith. I'm joined by Reagan. He's the owner of IQ Floors here in Colorado Springs, a local business, locally owned, and also operated by family. Let's talk a little bit about IQ Floors for those who maybe have never been by in person.
Sure. Thanks for having me. Nice to see you. Yeah, we're almost going on 20 years now. Started out of the garage right here in Colorado Springs. It really turned into the American dream. Took a little while for us to get there. But it's pretty awesome. I've got the daughters working in the office right now.
About 2 decades locally in Colorado, so you know the area, you know the trends, I'm sure. But let's talk about something maybe folks aren't thinking about this, a healthy mix of essentially carpet, flooring, hardwood. What is that healthy mix? Because do you want the whole house carpeted? Do you want it all hardwood?
Yeah, and some people do. Some people just know, they come in and like, I just want everything to be wood or carpet or tile. For us, we really believe that there is that healthy mix, and a lot of times I need to go to the house to see it to make some tailored recommendations. But we really believe that the bedrooms should be carpet. They're cozier, they're warmer, they're quieter, and then the high traffic areas really need some sort of a high traffic hard surface area to put up with that traffic.
And I'm sure it's not just the house, but the lifestyle too. If you've got pets, if you've got 15 kids, you got to take that into consideration. You might not at home, but you've probably heard it all from people.
Oh yeah, we've heard it all and we've seen it all. So when I go out to do a measure, I'm really looking at the condition of the flooring as is before we replace it, so that I know what those needs are. So I can say, hey, consider doing carpet right here, and it'll help with the noise, or consider doing hard surface and it'll help with the stains. Things like that.
It's that time of the year where people are thinking house projects, and it's really simple when it comes to just starting out. There's no commitment at first. All they have to do is essentially give you a call and you go to the house in person.
Yeah, it's me that goes out. I can do a whole house measure in about 10 minutes. That usually turns into about 30 minutes when I'm answering all the questions that people have. And I've heard them all, so and I've seen it all. So it's a pretty comfortable conversation.
I'm curious, what are some of those questions that you're hit with that people might not be thinking about, but maybe they should consider as they're watching this?
Yeah, well, I think everybody wants to know, how much is this going to cost? How long is this going to take? The first one's a little tricky to answer until I see it. Carpet, for instance, it's the best value right now. Everything else after last year has gone up and up, and carpet's remained very well valued. And so we get that question, and then of course, how long is it going to take? They don't want somebody in their house for an extended period of time, so we go over all of that, how we're going to move the furniture, the tear out, the whole game.
It's going to be different for every person in every house, and again, the benefit of having somebody local who knows what they're doing. You've been through the gambit, I'm sure, because you don't want your whole life uprooted for one simple project. But I'm sure a lot has been going on with COVID and how people have been handling that. A lot of people stuck at home for a while. How's that impacted your business?
Last year and the beginning of this year, it's been insane. I mean, the demand is through the roof. If anybody wants to know the secret right now to buying flooring, it's having a little bit of patience. That goes a long way to working with local contractors.
And want to talk variety, of course, with IQ Floors, because you've got a lot of options for people. Essentially, any type of flooring you guys have covered.
You're not short on options. The trick is having me make some very tailored, specific recommendations to narrow that down so you don't feel too overwhelmed.
So perfect. Easy way to start. You can either hop on their website right now, or I think the easiest thing to get all your questions answered, give them a call. Reagan, thank you so much for joining us. And
nice to see you.
Thanks for helping folks at home make
Thank you.
their home more homely.
Anytime. Appreciate
it.